All right. See how long this take to pull up.
Yeah, I'm about to watch now too. I'm trying to see now. Hold on. All right, put on mute. I can see it on the screen now, so I guess we're good. We are official. I might get me some content creators headphones, because headphones and stuff where they can hear themselves, and it's way better. Let me get my phone because I can't see who on here or nothing. Hold on. Hopefully the mod squad to see us.
All right. So what I need to do next, and put some on the screen. Share.
We have one person in here. I think it's probably me. Give it a minute.
Yo, what up? Y'all come in. What up, y'all? As y'all come in, what up? 2, 3. I want to play this real quick.
I touch your name on my I can make you fall in love with that. Oh, nah. I got the habit make you fall in love with that. Oh, nah. With that. Oh, nah. So what? They, oh, man. Motherfucker. Give me some more. We let the nigga have it. All right, let me get a little more. Before you have it. Hey, after this.
Yeah, bro, I got people hitting me on T-Slay page asking about the page, so I'm sending everybody the stuff right now.
All right.
Why the video stop? Bro. Bro, you there? We are currently.
Yeah, my bad. I had to.
No, you're fine. I'll tell you what especially technically, we got some technical stuff going on, right?
What I was saying is, anytime I play something, even if I play something back here, we gotta mute ourselves because it's static coming through.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so when you play, I'll mute myself. Then hold on, let me get my
All right, I'm gonna rewind it back.
All right, well, hold on. Let me mute myself. I'll mute myself now. Hold on. All right, I'm officially muted. Watch.
That's you. Doing all that. Now you know I want you, girl. You're doing all that. I want your name. I touch your name on my head. I can make you fall in love with that. Oh, nah, nah. With that, oh, nah. I gotta put that bitch back right here. Oh, nah, nah. I can make you fall in love with that. Oh, nah. With that, oh, nah, nah. With that, oh, nah, nah. I can make you fall in love with that. Oh, nah, nah. With that, oh, nah, nah. So what? Shit. Don't worry, man. We finna get this motherfucker. Give me some more. We can let the nigga have it. All right, let me get a little more. Before you have it. Wait, after this. Your name in the sand, baby. Dumb pill. What? Oh, na 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 na. I can make you fall in love with that. Oh, na, with that. Oh, na, with that. Oh, na, na, I can make you fall in love with that. Oh, na, na, with that. Oh, na, na, with that. Oh, na, na, I can make you fall in love with that. Oh, na, na, with that. Oh, na, na. I did. You got 3, 5. Put your legs right beside your head. I wanna get it in your favorite position. You know what I'm making. Your pussy, girl, you're so wet. I just think you're better than all the bitches are better than. I'm gonna take my time. Always get my way. Damn, bro.
Yo, sis.
My bad. I had my phone on mute.
Yeah, okay, sis.
I'm slow as fuck. Okay, no. I heard you. I was like, bro. Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, so we got all 4 of them in the car. They relaxing, they vibing, they all look like they're on the same time. They all moving like they doing a music video together. Besides the camera falling. And then all of a sudden it look like it's 3 people who go from 2 people in the back to 3 people in the background. I'm in the back seat.
Yeah, some guy from the hood hopped in the car on them.
Hopped in the car. They must have had the door unlocked or something, huh? Or it was a split scene because we didn't see him actually get in.
Well, in the video, I remember seeing this video, but I don't remember the doors opening. Like I couldn't honestly and truthfully say what I saw, but I know there were the girls in the car, then it was some guys in the car in the back seat. Like instantly they were in the back seat. So I don't remember when they got in, but the car is definitely parked and some people definitely hopped in.
Yeah, definitely. And salute to this guy, www.truecrimegarage.com. Salute to you for the exclusive drop with the footage, So what's going on? What's going on in the streets, sis? What we doing? How long this video take to pull up?
Damn, my bad, bro. I've been talking my ass off. Anyway, what I was saying when I didn't take my phone off of mute, I was saying that the streets are the streets. You asked me what's going on in the streets, and the streets are the streets. It is what it is. Like in the streets for people, some people got sun, some people got rain. Shit, people got different situations. Telling the truth, people lying. It's a lot going on in the streets, but at the end of the day, shit, I feel like it's how you lay your head down on your pillow, how comfortable you are in your own skin, and how do you feel about what you've done in that day. I think that's what's most important. But we've been gone for a minute, and I get it. But life and hell, people got stuff to do. I'm gonna tell y'all, for the people that wanted to know where we were or where I was, I don't know if y'all hit up, bro, how y'all hit me up, but for the most part, shit, life and I'm a whole mama, for real. Like, I have a granddaughter in a whole real life. But when I entered into this position, talking shit, we don't. Hold on, put it on mute, bro. Hold on.
Well, go ahead, just talk.
Oh, so I was saying it's been on 8 years now. So life has changed for a lot of people. That's been following lost loved ones and gained loved ones who got married, who got divorced. Like, life is really moving for everyone. Everybody got life going on. Life is happening for every one of us. But at the end of the day, we all, the ones that are listening or not listening now or gonna listen later, whenever the hell you listen, don't matter to me when you listen. But life is definitely life right now. So at the end of the day, your mission is your mission, your goal is your goal. Whatever you're trying to achieve is what you're trying to achieve. It's all on you. However, sometimes you feel like you have a calling. You feel like you need to be doing something for somebody else. Like, your life ain't just your life. Like, you ain't just gonna spend your life helping yourself and your children and your family. Sometimes you feel the need to step out and help other people because maybe you're so blessed and you have so much abundance that you feel the need to give it to someplace else, somewhere else. Maybe your family they got everything they need and they don't need what you're trying to give. You need to step outside yourself and help other people. Now, that's just how I feel. That's my life and how I feel. I can't speak for other people, but that's really how I feel. When I have anything in access, whether it's money or food or information, whatever it is, you got too much of it, I think it's a blessing. However you want to coin it, it's a blessing. And if you have it, I think you need to pass it on. And that's how I felt about this case. I did not feel the truth was being told when I initially saw this, like from the beginning. I never thought the truth was being told. And I was like, damn, are these people seeing what's going on? Are they really understanding that these people are lying to them? And why are people lying? Why are you lying? Like, what are you lying for? And why are people having to fall for lies? How do people even accept things that is not true? I don't even know how that works. I don't even know how, as a human being on this planet right now, a person can look in your face and lie to you and you're okay with them lying to you. I'm not saying you should retaliate or do anything, I'm just saying check what's being said to you and act accordingly. That's all. I'm not saying react, but check what's being said and move accordingly. Understand what's going on around you. So with this case, I don't know if the call was for me to expose what happened to this girl, or was it to make people aware of the things that can happen to you when you're vulnerable. I don't know what the calling was, but I just knew I had a calling, so that's why I came. And bro, it ain't been easy. Like you and I spoke, this shit is not easy. It's not easy to come with the right intentions, with your intentions set, and wanting to do the right thing for the right reason, and then being met with such opposition for people that have no relevance, people that don't even have real lives. They'll come at you online and create a persona of someone that they are, that they're not. And then this shit becomes their reality. I made so many preparations and mentally prepared myself to not make this anything that would affect my real life. But unfortunately, I failed at not making this a part of my life. I took this stuff so personal what happened to this girl. I took it so personally what happened to her. And so the purpose for this video tonight, after I talked to my brother and we talked about whether we're going to cover this or not, he didn't even give me a choice. He didn't ask me, you want to go live, sis? He didn't ask me nothing. He just went live and said, hey, I'm about to drop this link. I'm like, what link? And you like, live. We're going to get on here and talk. Because the truth has to be told at all costs. And I think that that's the reason why we on here tonight. So I don't even know who on here. I ain't looking at no chats. I don't know who followed. I think I put it on T-Slay's page and was on here. But whoever here, I'm glad y'all here. Or y'all ain't. It don't matter to me. The truth
Sis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got Miss Gwen in here. We got 3 in here. We had 5 in here just a few minutes ago, but we got 3 in here now. The case she was talking about, she was just referring a little bit to the stuff around the Kanika's case. Jill, who's they talking about? That's what she talking about. Just how people be feeling sometimes. She said, Miss Gwen said she can't shake the KJ case. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to like what happened is either, you know, if you still wrestling, then you gotta think about the details that you know. You know what I mean? Me, like I'm not wrestling with it at all. You know what I mean? I'm not wrestling with it at all. It's more like I got excuse me. I got what as far as I can go, and then there were no more footprints. Till I find some more footprints, there ain't really nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? Until I find some more evidence. You know what I mean? So, and then you know you threw the alley oop to whoever got the rest. You know what I mean? There you go. Yeah, what you got to say, sis?
Yeah, so shit, the same thing you saying. Like, I have a lot of motion on YouTube and people on I'm not YouTube or TikTok. And people on YouTube is still joining the page and still watching and everything is still moving. I still have a couple thousand we'll still have a couple thousand views a month and we haven't been live for months. So people are still watching. But I don't feel the need to add nothing to anything until the first part of it is understood. If we keep speedballing and going through stuff step by step past everything that started, it's not gonna help anyone. For people to understand what happened to this girl, they gotta understand the day it happened. And the lies that's being told about when it happened runs more rampant than the truth. I ain't never understood how a lie can have so much weight and the truth like a feather. It's like, I don't get that shit. I really don't get how truth don't have no weight and lies carry so much. It's like a whole bunch of lying motherfuckers is what it is. If you ask me, if the truth is a feather and a lie is a weight, I think the motherfuckers that's witnessing it are just liars themselves. If you can't understand what's really going on around you, I really don't know. But at the what? Go ahead, baby. I'm about to put it on. Go ahead.
No, you good. Just a quick question. Miss Gwen said, "How did you find the girl who drowned?" I think that's the girl they said was referring to the Kanika Jesus case that was new Kanika.
The girl that drowned. Talking about Adriana Young, the girl that drowned in Guyana, and in South America. Are you talking about that case, or what case y'all talking about?
The girl that they was trying to link as Kanika's best friend. Yeah, that case there, I believe.
Oh, Zaria Walls. Oh, you talking about Zaria? Oh, no. That girl, that baby was just having a weekend. She was a hairstylist in Chicago. She was doing good. Y'all know Zaria, the one that was in the car talking about Kanika and I supposed to be going to the movies and y'all should have never left her. The girl that did the whole speech in the car. That's the one that flipped off the yacht on yacht weekend in Chicago. She hopped on a private yacht that was being rented by like I think like 15 other people. They just was hopping on the yacht, like Black Yacht Weekend. Some stuff that's going on in Navy Pier in Chicago. It's new. I never heard of it. I never heard of it. I ain't been home in so long. I never heard of it. But at any rate, it's apparently something that's going down. And so she just hopped in her little Christian Dior bikini and just hit the boat. She was not twerking. They said she was twerking on the edge. She was not twerking on the edge. That's a lie. They don't have no video of that. They ain't got no video of her falling at all. But she allegedly fell in, and some people tried to help her. They said they tried to help her, but she couldn't swim and she had no life jacket on. So I'm gonna just speak to this about the life jacket. If you, oh shit, hold on, y'all. If you flexing and you on a yacht with a Dior bikini on and trying to show that you having a good time, you're not gonna have on a fucking life jacket. You want to show off your bikini, your body, your BBL, your tummy tuck, or naturally there, however it is. But you're not trying to be on. You ain't on no adventure to where you trying to explore the ocean. You just on there, ignorant, if you ask me, ignorant. I'm not about to get in nobody's boat on turbulent waters without a life jacket on and I can't swim. First of all, I ain't gonna get on the fucking boat. Where we going? And why are we here? And what we doing? And how we gonna get? I've got questions. I've got so many questions. I'm not just going nowhere. But apparently they're saying that baby girl just was hard working. I'm not blaming her for taking a trip. I'm not saying nothing like that. But she took a trip, hopped on the yacht. The boat hit some turbulent water. She flipped off. They tried to help her. She drifted away. The captain couldn't find her, and they found her like several minutes later under the water, and she ended up passing away at the hotel. I mean, at the not the hotel, down at the hospital, and that's how she passed. So I don't. I definitely don't feel like her death is connected to Kanika's death in any capacity. And it's been a long time. Like people want to connect the death, but Kanika been gone for 8 years. So how anybody trying to tie her death to Kanika death and saying, "Oh, it's a thing"? No, that girl was in a bad situation. She went to a yacht party, couldn't swim, fell off the boat, and she simply drowned. That's what happened to this girl. It's not a conspiracy. She just passed away. Now her friend Kanika, her situation was totally different. But for Zaria, no, no, no. That girl she drowned. She just drowned. She couldn't swim. The water was too rough. We talking about Lake Michigan waters. Who knows about the Great Lakes? Y'all know anything about the Great Lakes? I'm from Chicago. That's a problem. Those lakes are treacherous. There's wind. That's why they call Windy City the Windy City, because the city is windy. The water, the sucking wind coming off the fucking water. It's y'all, it's bad. The wind bad in Chicago. And you on a boat, a flimsy ass boat, flipping in the water with a flimsy ass outfit on, and your flimsy ass can't swim, and you finna flip over in this water, and that's what happened to these babies. This is what took place. Nothing sinister. It is what it is.
Hey, sis,
Mm-hmm.
we got Lil Don who just stepped into the building. Salute to you, Lil Don. And he say, "Hey, what's up, family? Glad to see y'all back in the mix." Hey, man, glad to see you still around, bro. You already know it. Glad to see everybody here. Ms. Gwen, we appreciate you. Everybody that's coming in, please show your love. Say something in the comments. Let us know what's going on. And let us know what's been going on with y'all lately, too, as well. It's all you, sis.
Yeah, for real. How everybody doing? Hope everybody good. We've been gone for a minute. I hope ain't nobody lost nobody. Or if y'all gained somebody, if you ain't want to gain them, I hope y'all ain't gained nobody. People getting pregnant don't mean to be pregnant, but I hope everybody doing good in every capacity. So everybody good, I hope so. But we the reason I don't even know how we got live, but it all goes back to the truth. For me, it goes back to the truth being told. That's all. It always goes back to the truth. It's always truth for me. I don't even know no other way to say it, but it always goes back to the truth. So I asked bro to play Irene video because it doesn't matter what we've discovered that's new about this case. Introducing it to you guys when the simple stuff ain't even understood, the basics is not even founded. I don't even know how anything else is going to help her. I don't know how new information is going to help. If the old shit that was the truth ain't been absorbed, how can you help with anything new when you can't even accept what took place before this? So before we can move forward, we got to go back. Unfortunately, we keep going back. We got to keep revisiting shit we've been talking about. Because it's people that's really trying to stir up that pot and make people confused. And I don't understand it, but it is what it is. And I guess people like chaos. I think people thrive on being confused. I think that's like a dopamine hit or some shit. Like you gotta hit a dopamine to your brain when you got some shit going on that's confusing and you don't understand it, or a dude that's cheating on you, somebody passed away. It's like a dopamine hit for people. And they like that shit. I don't. I only came to help this girl. And I'ma leave the same way I fucking came, trying to help this girl. But go ahead, bro. You can take it.
All right. Let's go to mute up. We're gonna play this Irene video real quick.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Because bitches on here talking. Excuse my language, mom. I'm about to get a lot of curses. Bitches on here talking Aunt Monifa statuses and shit. You Aunt Monifa status, y'all got me fucked up. First of all, to y'all time I said, if it wasn't for me, Kanika would be here. It won't be here. She'll still be here, bitch. If it wasn't for Monifa, she'll still be here. Cause if all my friends, 10 toes, if any of them drunk, I'm dropping them off. Right then and there, I'm not waiting. Fuck you talking about. Then, on top of that, I'm not leaving my friend unattended drunk. No way, no how, no form of fashion. No way, no how, no form of fashion. Fuck you talking about. And then you on this bitch cloud chasing Monifa. Stay talking about some they saying your name. Bitch, they ain't saying your name. They saying my name. My name being dragged in the dirt. I'm the motherfucker in the middle of this shit because you. Fuck you talking about, bitch. You on here steady clout chasing. Ain't shit wrong with you, bitch. You want the clout. That's what you want. That's what you looking for. The clout. Ain't shit happened to you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Your name ain't been dragged in the dirt. None of that. It's me. Bitch, steady on here talking to me. If it wasn't for me, Kanika still be here. Bitch, you left her drunk in the hallway by herself unattended, a fake ass friend. That's what you did. You left her unattended, and remind you told me out your own mouth, Monifa. Yeah, Kanika gone. Where she go? I tell your ass, go look for her. How did you lose her? That was within 2 seconds. Within 2 seconds, did you go back? No. You stayed and party. Fuck you talking about. You got me fucked up. I'm not finna keep hushing up for you bitches. Neither one of y'all. You and Maya left her, but I ain't you. It's you right now. It's about you right now, Monifa. It's all about you right now. Fuck.
All right, so I'm glad you stopped it right there, bro. I want everybody to understand why Irene keeps talking about her and Monifa. The whole video is about her and Monifa. She's not bringing up Bree. She's not bringing up Shamaya. She's not bringing up anyone other than her and Monifa, as if only her and Monifa were there when this happened. Well, newsflash, they were the only people there when this happened. This is the reason why she keeps talking about her and Monifa. They were the only two there when this took place. As we explained several months back in the Where the Party At series. This is the reason why this girl won't let it go about her and Monifa. Monifa, it's on you. It's on you, Maya. I ain't talking to you. How you not talking to Maya if Maya left out with Kanika too? But I know why you're not talking to Maya. Because the event where Kanika came up missing at, Maya wasn't even involved. So you're not bringing up Maya right now. You're emotionally charged. You're upset. And you're talking about what took place for Kanika for real. And you're only talking about Monifa. Because Monifa is the only person other than you that was her supposedly friends the night this shit went on with this girl. This is why this girl is she's going off on Monifa. This is all directed towards Monifa. Why are you not blaming Bree, who had her keys, Shamaya, who was in the hallway when they supposedly left her? why is your focus only Monifa? Well, I know why it's only Monifa. And we tried to tell y'all why it's only Monifa. Because Monifa's the person who was out the room with her at the real party. It was no Shamaya. It was no Bree. It was just Irene and Monifa at a party that wasn't even for Irene. Because Irene already told y'all she was not invited to my party. Kanika asked me in front of you and I told you no, you couldn't come. So what fucking party do you think they're referring to? It couldn't have been Irene's because she just said out of her mouth, you were never invited to my party. I told her you couldn't come. But they're at an event, and if anybody knows about context clues would indicate to you that if they're at a party and she said that you couldn't come to her party, that the party couldn't have been for her. How the fuck is that hard? How's it hard? I'm baffled, bro.
It's really not hard. It's not really that hard. I see our brother Lil Don say, has there been any new updates on KJ friends since the unfortunate incident of her passing? And I mean, if any updates about did anybody come out with new evidence concerning Kanika, any type of that kind of evidence? No. As far as I know, we haven't had any new evidence of that magnitude at all. Maybe, of course, they're getting older, and we just had a person that was involved in this from a perspective saying her and Kanika were supposed to be somewhere the night before passing. You know what I mean? But no, the regular on somebody probably having a baby, somebody growing up, somebody getting married, somebody there for their niece, their nephew, and stuff that we want them there for. We were just trying to bring some justice towards our sister, you know what I mean? Our sister, and you know what I mean, and keep spreading that awareness of be careful around your surroundings. Even I would say what I get from the situation that happened to that young lady is even when you go out on places that you think you should be able to just let your hair down or just relax. And why do I got to be on defense? Or why I got to be on the guard? Because you never know what's going to happen. Never just assume that you should be able to just have that break. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Never just assume that you shouldn't be cautious of where your kids is. It's okay to just let them go outside and not thinking, no, pay attention. Be mindful. You know what I mean? Don't take nothing for granted. Hello, sis, I got you. Come on.
Right. So, you know what? I was talking to bro tonight, and I started asking myself, what was my motivation behind all this stuff for Tanika? And I actually sat and asked myself. I said, what what did you expect to gain, or what was motivating you about this girl? And I had to really sit back and ask myself. I was like, okay, well, understanding the fact that they were lying to me was the first priority because I don't like anybody lying to me, playing in my face. That's the first thing. So I took that. And then I think, I'm only saying think 'cause I want to be honest. I think that my other motivation was to make people aware of the things that can take place, the way the ball can be dropped. So let's talk about it. The last time you see your loved one, if they going somewhere with somebody, should you always be clocking where your people going and what they wearing and who they riding with? Depends on where you live. It depends on your lifestyle. If you somebody with some money and you may have somebody that's after you or you could be a target for something, maybe you should be letting people know where you're going and with all this. Or maybe you're in a bad neighborhood where shit happens to people, so you want people to know where you're going. Or maybe you're really pretty and you got some dudes that's stalking you and you need people to know where you're going. There's always a rationale behind people's mentality and how they thinking. So after I processed everything and I said to myself, damn, I don't like being lied to, but who can be helped behind this? Hell, anybody with anybody they love. It's alright to call your kids and make sure they good. It's alright to call your sons and say, hey, where y'all at? Y'all good? Studio? Y'all where y'all shooting a video? Y'all downtown? When y'all coming home? The door's locked. It's padlocked. My gun's in my bed with me. You come in this bitch and you don't say nothing. It's so many reasons. People communicate for so many reasons. It is totally okay to communicate with your family members about what's going on with you. So at the end of the day, if I didn't learn anything other than the power of letting people know what's going on with you and not going nowhere where people don't know where you're going, to where they can't follow up and check up on you if you're not moving the way you should move, that's one thing I learned in this case. Because according to what we've learned, and pay attention, because this is going to move fast, Teresa said that the night Kanika went missing, the girls came to the house looking for Kanika. And they also called her several times asking her, was Kanika home? And she said, no, she wasn't. It's my daughter missing. So if y'all don't know when that happened, go back to the videos. We played it. Teresa said they came looking for her daughter. And additionally, they called her prior to the 3:40, 4:40 call, whatever call she want to say they made. She said they called her and asked her, was Kanika home? And I asked them, was she missing? And they told me no. And then they called me back and said they had her phone and her keys. That lady said that shit out her mouth. Did y'all not hear her when she said that? Or is this a fucking board game? Is this Monopoly, Sorry, Yahtzee, Life, Uno, Tonk, Pity Pat, whatever the fuck this card game is everybody playing? Cause it ain't a game for me, but apparently everybody playing a game and nobody's listening. And then people still have questions and still want to talk about this girl being 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. This is a fucking carousel of lies. And quite frankly, I don't want to spin on it. However, I still cannot deny the way I feel about coming forth and telling the truth about what's going on with something. So I don't even know if it's for Kanika no more. I think that I'm speaking on behalf of the truth at this point, because Kanika been lost in the shuffle, if you ask me. Kanika been not a part of this conversation. It's just people fighting for, we've been fighting to tell the truth about the timeline. Damn, who got hurt? Talk about when this went down, because people are not even understanding when it happened. So how do you understand how it happened if you don't understand when it happened? Y'all riddle me that shit. At some point, ain't nobody asked me to come back. Well, they did. In a way, they definitely asked. But, bro, I'm just saying that it's hard for me to try to explore the possibilities of adding new information that's been recently discovered to the clusterfuck of things that people can't even pick up on right now. And LaDon, it's nothing to do with you. I'm just telling you that people want new information. They tired of hearing the same old thing. Well, if y'all tired of the same thing, y'all can peruse through the YouTube streets. It's content creators that jump from subject to subject, lie to lie. They tell every damn thing under the sun and keep people highly entertained. There's still ways to be entertained about Kanika, and they're prevalent through these YouTube streets. You can go anywhere and hear a whole new twist on Kanika. So if that's what you're looking for, you definitely got some place to go. But it ain't here. The shit ain't going down here. So if you're looking for some consistency and truth, this might be your place. You want a new spin? Might need to get the fuck off of this one, because this ain't it. This ain't the one. I'm sorry, this ain't it.
Hey sis, check this out. Lil Don said, how do you guys feel about the Sean Combs verdict and the Jeffrey Epstein nonsense?
Well, I'd love to talk about that.
All right, sis, it's on you. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I went to the bathroom area and I cut out. Can you hear me now, bro?
Yeah, we hear you good.
All right, so Let me speak on Sean real quick, and I'll get on Jeffrey because Jeffrey's way more interested in Sean. Sean Combs is a freakazoid. He's a freak, a sexual freak, a pervert. I don't think he's a pedophile at all. If they wanted to get him on pedophilia, they would have got his ass when they had him in court, but they don't have anything on that. He didn't drug anybody. He didn't force anybody to take no dope. He doesn't get off on forcing people to do anything. He gets off on you complying because he is who he is. I'm gonna say this one more time. Sean Puffy Combs does not get off on making you do anything. His money make people move. He wants you to voluntarily do what's wrong in his sight. He gets off on making you do it without even considering his money. I'm gonna say that one more time for anybody who ain't picking up on that. He's not making nobody do nothing. People think he's powerful. He wants to make no. He wants you to consent to doing his diabolical shit. He wants you to be okay with what y'all doing. He ain't trying to make nobody do nothing. So he didn't force nobody. He just dangled carrots in front of bunny rabbits and they jumped for him. That's it. I'm telling y'all how I feel about Sean Combs. Puffy's ass is out of control, mentally out of control, monetarily out of control, insatiably. He cannot be sexualized. He cannot be satisfied sexually because I think he likes everything, but he doesn't want anybody to know that he has an appetite for everything. So he does things behind closed doors. So I don't think he was sex trafficking. I don't think he was forcing anybody to do anything. I think they did it. Them bitches did it because they wanted that bread, that paper, that guap, that fettuccine, that Alfredo. They wanted the money. And money made people do some weird things. And then, when the federal government tried to corner him, everyone that consented to doing stuff with him thought it was a money grab. Oh, I can say he made me do it. He didn't make y'all do shit. Y'all wanted to do it because it was Puffy and y'all was getting paid. He ain't trafficking not one kid. I don't have no Justin Bieber sex stuff and all this old shit with what's the child's name? Jay-Z. They didn't tag team nobody. Hold on. They didn't tag team anyone. They didn't need to tag team anyone. They didn't need to get together to clash to make something happen. They were two powerful black men with unlimited resources and all kind of influence. And they didn't need to get in a bed together to convince anyone to do anything. They didn't have to make nobody do nothing. While we on this, talk about R. Kelly. R. Kelly didn't hog tie nobody in no basement. The Surviving R. Kelly series is bullshit. R. Kelly did a whole bunch of fucked up stuff, excuse my language, bruh, in his lifetime. But what they said he did in the end to get locked up is not true. They just got tired of him. Somebody in his camp backdoored him. They backdoored him. Watch the company you keep. That's my advice. If you're going to cut the food and cut up, watch the company you keep. Clearly watch your company. Because you don't even know who you're doing it around. You so high off of your influence and your money that you ain't even paying attention to the people that's around you. So Puffy was unfortunately a victim of his own circumstances. There ain't no MCG, whatever they said in the baby oil. There is no sex tape with no fucking kids. Puffy is not into kids. Puffy's just a freak. And people did it because he was Puffy. And that's what I gotta say about that. Now, Epstein is a whole different situation. Epstein got some shit going on with him. He was a high level CIA agent connected to a whole bunch of sick rich people with a whole bunch of dark secrets, and he collected intel on a lot of high ranking people and brought it to the right government officials to as leverage. He was a damn spy. Epstein was a spy. He might have been a pervert too, but what I do know about him is he he lured people in with their vices and their lust and what they liked and the mentality of rich people, powerful people out of control. They want weird shit. And unfortunately, pigs is a part of their delicatessen. They want to devour children. So Epstein met with those kind of people, and he gave them to them, and they thought he was a part of it. I don't even think Epstein was a pervert. I think Epstein was CIA. That's just my opinion. And he wanted out, and he had so much information that he got out. I don't think he's dead. I think he's gone someplace, and I think they let go of Ghislaine Maxwell. That's my opinion. And y'all can talk about something else whenever y'all ready, but that's how I feel. So, bro, you can elaborate, but that's how I feel.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to the Diddy situation, it's like, he just set the atmosphere, and people, if they felt froggy, then they leave based off of the atmosphere. That was what they wanted to do. That's what they felt comfortable doing it where they was at. If they didn't, then why do it? You see what I'm saying? Now, if there's anybody saying they got drugged, you know what I mean? You weren't supposed to take this, but you took this here. You woke up away. I think that would be different because I think that would be against their will. But as far as the case came out, we ain't heard of nothing like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty much people what they want to do.
And
Yeah, so,
you know what struck me, what really hit me and resonated with me more than anything. Puffy sent Cassie a message and said, "I want to do a freak off high because I want to remember what we did." So when he said, "I want to do a freak off high because I want to remember what he did," this man ain't even interested in drugs. He wants to remember the experiences he have that are not the ones that people normally have. But he stays high during those freak offs or hotels or whatever y'all want to call it. This man ain't even really interested in drugs. He's just addicted. He's an addict. He's definitely addicted. He has an addiction. But the man said, I want to have a freak off without drugs. I want to remember the freak off. He can't remember the freak off because when he's doing the freak off, he's actually heavily drugged, and he doesn't want to be that way. So if he tells you he don't want to be high, why y'all think he's tricking somebody into getting high to do something with him? Puffy ain't gotta trick you. His money gonna trick you. He doesn't get off on fooling people. He wants people to voluntarily do what he says in a sober and conscious state. He does not get off on making you a victim. He wants you to be totally and victimized. Man is not, and that's just use my phone.
go ahead, sis. My bad. I ain't know my phone was off mute.
Fine. No, I was just saying that I don't think that Puffy gets off on victimizing people and drug inducing them. I don't think that's his thing. I think that he wants you to do it in a sober mind. He wants you to be 100% compliant and not drug induced. He does not get off on you being a zombie. He wants you to be conscious of what you're doing and willing. That's what gets him off. Not you being drugged out and you're being made to do it. He ain't making nobody do shit. I don't think he made nobody do nothing. I think he likes you to just do it because he said do it. You can go ahead, bro. What you think about that? I think it's how
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. Yeah. So I seen wasn't it? It's crazy how that the higher ups are attacking all of the prominent black males in the industry. So then the thing where I would just say that if he gets off and cleared from everything, even if he get time served and all that, then you gonna know it was just a stick up. So not to put him in jail because he had the money to fight it, but what he had to use the money to what to stay out. So they just collecting an investment. They wanted some more of his money. They take him to jail. Yeah,
And yeah,
you
and
know
do
what I mean. If
and
they
do
want to take some money from you, they just take you through the rigor. Who is this?
right. And dude did so much stuff that was wrong. He did so much stuff that was just morally wrong. that he's in court right now, probably asking himself, why was I so fucked up? Why am I so fucked up? I did a lot of bad stuff. But the whole thing is this dude was exposed to a whole bunch of bad stuff. And I'm not trying to justify this sick man, but I can tell you, those women that were there put themselves in those positions. Now, granted, Cassie was so young when she went in this situation that she had no idea what she was getting into, and she kind of fell a victim to that. I want to say that Cassie was probably the worst victim of all. I think that if he victimized anyone, it was Cassie. I really think it was Cassie. But anyone other than Cassie that's come forward, wrong women, whatever the case may be, they knew what they were doing. They partook in that. They wanted that life. They were a celebrity. They wanted that shit. And he wanted his little sexual desires to be fulfilled. And there was an exchange. They did an exchange. And they trying to cash out on something they already cashed in on. No, bitch, you already got paid for this. Why are you talking about this now? You've been kicked down with your ducats. Why are you trying to cash out when you already been cashed out? That's what's going on. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, but I'm just stating my opinion. I might read my phone book.
Yeah, I feel that, sis. Now with this Epstein list and like they put everything on him like he guaranteed did something wrong, and that they trying to connect everybody had to do something wrong if they was around him, or maybe he was just around all the wrong people collecting all the information, like you said. You know what I mean? And so that he was around them to for them to think he's friendly, for them to open up so that he can get the information from them. And it would make sense that if once he comes out and everybody find out he has some information from the powers to be, as they say, right? The people that are in control, you know what I mean? They put him to, excuse me, they put him in jail. You know, like the scripture say, he said, you'll be put in jail for my name's sake, everything. They'll kill you and everything. Now they're going to say he committed suicide, but you know, if they put him in jail for something like that, they're going to have him on suicide watch. You already know it. So, how even on a suicide watch, he still commits suicide? Is the question.
So, let me say this. So, Jeffrey Epstein was, I think he was like 6 feet taller. I need to Google it. I'm just trying to remember what they said. And they had like paper sheets. Like the sheets they gave them was so thin because they didn't want them, because he was on suicide watch. He was in a room where the sheets were paper thin, the mattress was paper thin, and a bunk bed was in there. So they said that he put, he hung himself with a paper sheet that would have broken and never sustaining his weight. And then would he hang himself when he was taller than the top bunk? Like, I don't even know if people think this shit is cool, or how people can come up with this kind of stuff and just think that this is okay. But this man was taller than the bunk and he had a paper sheet. How the fuck did he commit suicide? Did he tie every sheet in the room up and do it? And if he did tie a sheet up and do it, he still had to suspend himself to render himself. Do you know how much your body gonna fight from you being strangled? Anybody seen anybody ever hang themselves and how your body fights in the end? I don't even know. I'm just confused at how people accept bullshit. I don't even know how people do this, bro.
And since you want to know how, see, you got to realize how far we into indoctrination. You got to know what happened when, like they talking about a great reset now, right? Well, then you got to go back to what they say. I think the last great reset, I think that was supposed to be, I think they said it was 1902. I've been doing a lot of little research, right, sis? So I think it was 1902 supposed to be in the last great reset. Then you got to find out what they resetting from, what they trying to get you not to remember, right? So they got to uneducate you on some things in order for them to pull the wool over your eyes. Because based off, if you already knew this, you wouldn't be fooled. So somebody got dressed up in a masquerade. Somebody got to cut their hair off and color their beard and do something so that when you come back, you see something other than the picture you would have knew not to accept. So that's what we really got to be focused on right now. What are they hiding from us? So that takes us to dead back to our past.
Oh, bro, look at what Lil Don said. He said, I found a body in the jail once. He hung himself. He used plastic from the commissary bag. Well, yeah, I can go with that. I can go with plastic from a commissary bag, but the sheets that they gave Epstein were paper. They're paper, microfiber paper. You can look at it in the video. You can Google the kind of sheets they gave the people because he was in suicide watch, so it just wasn't like he was in Fed. He was in a situation where they wouldn't allow people to do anything themselves. He successfully killed himself under suicide watch and a camera, and there's no evidence of it. That ain't right, y'all. That shit is dumb.
Yeah, definitely dumb. Yeah, there's so much. Man, you got mute system. Crap. Yeah, it's just so crazy. You don't know who hired what, but you know somebody hired something because they came out and said that we had a list, we had this, we got this on our list. People don't come out unless they were confident. But then when you start exploring that list, okay, let's go to look into it. Then you're like, oh, this ain't. We can't release this information. Oh, it'd be best if we just get rid of this whole list. And then at the same time, after you just get this bill passed, that's gonna get a tax cut for the tax break for the rich and a tax increase on the poor. Even if they giving you what you would say what you was gonna make on your overtime hours without being taxed. First, you got to make those overtime hours. You got to guarantee that you get overtime to have those hours. And then those overtime hours got to be able to replace everything that got cut. And that's not just from you, because now your overtime hours that you get in without being taxed, your grandma might depend on that to be able to fix what she needs, to get her insulin, to get, you know what I mean? So you got to think about how much you really going to have when so many people getting cut in your family. They got to depend on you or whoever else that is in that working stage right then that can make overtime. You know, certain people, they only can work part-time. And certain people, they can barely get to 40. They're not even getting that overtime. So anybody that's not getting overtime, what does that really benefit you? You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot into it that people are paying attention. You know what I mean? Talk for me, sis. Terrible, done. I hear you. Very terrible. That's something to have to witness and something to have to deal with. Yeah, he committed suicide. What Lil Don was saying is he put the shampoo underneath him. That way, just in case he wanted to change his mind, he had to deal with it because he wouldn't allow his try to stop himself from choking. So that's what Lil Don was saying. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Man, what my sister is not my sister. See if she come back in here. Yeah, Lil Don, I get you. Um, it's just so crazy, man, with all the stuff going on, with everything going on the way it is right now. Because, like I was saying, also, Lil Don, with them being so sure that they had something, and then you can't be that sure unless you already peeped at it. But so then when y'all finally look at it, it's not there. Well, if it wasn't there, right, Lil Don, then what? How was you able to even tell us that in the first place? What gave you the assumption that it was a list and made you tell us about a list that was never you were never sure about? You know what I mean? That's why you check the sources beforehand. But you wouldn't be a president or somebody standing out with the president this high up and not be sure. You only able to turn your back on it because you needed to look a certain way, like you would do a certain thing, and until what you pass what you needed to pass. Now it don't matter what they say because what you in your last term, you ain't even a year in, but you in your last term, you can't be voted in again. So you done got all out the trust out of them that you could need them for. What else could you need them for now? They can't vote for you again. You're not gonna go into a lesser office. You're not gonna do a Senate or nothing like. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna run up in the sunset and forever be known as what as a businessman that became president, and that's what you're gonna rock off of, right? That's what he trying to rock with. This what we this what we dealing with. This what we at. But yeah, man, I just hope nobody with far as like the KJ situation, nobody try to milk her name, man. Let it go. If you ain't got nothing new to add to it to bring something that can help solve the puzzles, let that go, man. If you got something, if you got something, share that. I'm not saying anybody that got something don't share. I said if you ain't got nothing, you making up and you just don't hang around. Let that go. Yeah, he's something else. Look how he dealing with his people. I seen him one judge just passed did a thing where at his county they can't come back and do what he's been doing when they sending the ice raids. Now think about this: these people, hey, you don't know if they're police, you don't know if they what they is. So you can't ask them no badge number, no name. They come and walking through your neighborhood, your territories. Yeah, they might not be to get you. You know what I mean? Yeah, they gotta let KJ go if they ain't got nothing to add. What you trying to hold her there for? You can't if you can't help her. What you trying? What you doing? You wasting her time. Why would you waste her time? Why would you waste your own time? Oh, unless you get off wasting what our time. Oh, that's the key. They're not wasting their time, they're wasting our time. So then when people start thinking like that, if it's not going to help the case, it's not helping, if it's not bring awareness to help in my life so that I can better with my kids, that way this time isn't nothing, that it does benefit my life and not just my life, my kids, my grandchildren, my nieces, nephews, anything, friends, strangers. Come on, anything they help that then they have some value, right? But if it ain't doing none of that, they don't got no value. Yeah. And it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy that all of a sudden it's on her desk. She what you did in the list going, well, we can't trust you because your own defense team told you that I ran and had this, and you still wouldn't have did what you wanted to do, and then what you got rid of her out of her position because she didn't say what you wanted her to say. You see what I'm saying? And then you say, "Oh yeah, my people there, they ain't got the right information, but I got more information." Well, if you had more information than the person you put in that position, why you even put that person in the position? Why didn't you put the person who could give you the more information in the position that you put her in? But it don't make no sense. I mean, he don't got more information than what she got. He just chooses to do his way, and because she's not going with it, you got to get out of here. That's all I mean. That's more dictator. You know what I mean? So that's a big problem because then now you asking everybody who got our votes in any capacity, anybody that helped you get a vote because the other people trusted them for you or trusted you for them. You know what I mean? They really trusted them to vote for you because of what they was telling them, right? So then when you make those same people who got all that trust in those people for you, when you make them turn their backs on the people for you, whom they had to lie to the people to get the people to vote for you, now those people have lost all their value when they don't stick for the people, when they go to people. Now they have zero value. You know what I mean? Now they words don't mean nothing. It's powerful. Right? But why wouldn't he do that first, right? You would think, right? But see, that just tell you that's not treating people how you want to be treated. So him being a Christian, like saying any kind of, he already told you he wasn't a Christian. So I don't know why people keep trying to make him a Christian when he told you he ain't no Christian. Then when he not doing unto other side, you will have to do unto you. Knowing his situation, his wife, he gonna say, "What? She can be party because what? Because he the president." But then, what about all the people that was born citizens or been citizens for 10 years that you get rid of? You see what I'm saying? Because if she can get pardoned because you became a president, and what you ain't been the president for 10 years, even if you ran for president and you've been in both your terms, you still ain't gonna be being there for 10 years, which is the longest citizenship for a person in that amount of years than your time as president. But yet, as president, you got more. You more precedent. You get a better value over them, even though they put in more time. You see what I'm saying? They put in more time. But you see what I'm saying? You put in less time, but can tell them people they need to go. But yeah, at the same time, your situation don't have to be touched. You see what uh, mm, no, that's terrible. That's terrible. That ain't how things should be going. Then you got the you got alligator or Alcatraz they calling it. Well, over pretty much in here in Florida, and what you gonna put them and say if they escape, they can be. Why not just send them on home then? If you gonna cage them and then and see it different like you if you caging inmates, but even in caging inmates, you don't gotta lead them successful to the poisonous snakes and to the gators. You see what I'm saying? Because don't we supposed to be really rehabilitating people? You know what I mean? Or is that just a term to make you not think about what's going on in jail so that it can be okay? In your mind, even though people going through it, it allows you to sleep better, thinking that somebody in there is getting rehabilitated. And all them people are just the ones that do fight. That's just because that's what they want to do. Not that the system in jail is programming them and bringing them up as beasts. But which it is allowing a certain amount of fights, is allowing some they need entertainment. Yeah. This is real crazy. I hear y'all. You know what I mean? Man, I'm tired though, y'all. This is it for the night, man. We'll check y'all soon. Slay out for the night, man. Peace and love. I'll let y'all later. Y'all know what time it is. My sister ain't here to do it, but y'all know what time it is. Um, I'm gonna check y'all later, man. Love, peace. Stay with Jesus. Don't let nobody fool you. He's the way, the truth, and the life. There ain't no other way to the Father except for through Him. Your soul need to be saved. There's more than just this little bit of time we got in this body. Think about forever, for sure. Salute to you, Lil Don, for real, man. You already know, Miss Gwen, you know what time it is. Everybody that shows some love, appreciation to you all. Godspeed to y'all in every situation that you're going through right now. Don't you forget to acknowledge him in all your ways, and he will what? Direct your path. He can say acknowledge him in all your good ways, but in all your ways, whether they be good or bad, to allow him to direct your path. Because if you were in a sticky situation, what's the sense of not telling God about it if you're trying to get out of it? Salute. Peace and love.